Good morning. Oh, it was a morning. Hopefully my car heater is not too loud. Okay. Well, did I talk to you this morning? I don't think so. I don't think I did. Anyway, wasn't too bad waking Sebastian up. He didn't want to get dressed, but we got there. He wanted an egg sandwich, which I made, and I was sure that Jax was going to request an egg sandwich too after his all-nighter Monday night and then staying up. I don't know how late he was up. I told him he needed to be in bed by 11, but I didn't check because I was in bed too. But I didn't make it that far. I got Sebastian on the bus. It was so cold. And I was like, my phone was blowing up in my pocket. I thought it was the bus app. It's weird, and sometimes just like will give me a million updates saying the bus is here after it's already driven off. But it was the little message group for all the office volunteers. There's 5 of us, and then somebody who works for the school as the family liaison. She's part-time in the office, and today's person couldn't make it. Now that shift is at 7:30 and it was 7:12, I think, and it was just blowing up saying, oh, I feel sick too, or oh, I can't, I work. I think it was down to just me and one other person hadn't replied by the time I made it into the house. So I quickly threw a bagel into the toaster for Jax's lunch and ran up to wake him up, and I was like, Jax, I think I have to go cover for somebody. I'm gonna quickly make your lunch. You gotta get out of bed. I will know in another minute if somebody else is gonna answer. And by the time I got downstairs, it had been a minute, and I'm like, I'm just calling it, and I quickly texted, I'm getting my middle schooler up, but I think I can make it and cover. So I threw together the world's fastest lunch. It's just like every bag of chips in the world, a Jell-O with fruit, strawberry milk, and then his bagel, which I couldn't wait for it to cool, so hopefully the cream cheese isn't a disaster. And put his gym clothes out, which I luckily packed up last night. Thank you, past Stephanie. And yeah, I ran upstairs while Jax was changing and said, sorry, I gotta go. And ran out the door. I had to drive. I was gonna drive halfway and park and just like jog the last bit because I had 10 minutes to get there, and it definitely would take a couple minutes to drive to the shopping center, and then at least 5 if I walk super fast to walk there. And I wanted to get there before they closed up the doors because it's just easier that way. And I knew it was going to be crazy because we had a long weekend. It was Halloween last night. But I was in such a panic that I didn't turn off where I would need to turn to go into the shopping center parking lot. And next thing I know, I'm about to just go into the car line. Like I was just heading to the school. I'm like, shit. I'm like, if I get into the car line, then I can't get out. I get sent to where the kids are let out, and I'm not sure if I can get to the parking. Maybe one day this will accidentally happen, and I'll find out the hard way. But luckily, I came to my senses. I crossed the road into the school area, and there's a neighborhood there, and I pulled into the neighborhood because I knew there's that alley I could take to the back lot. So made my way. I don't like driving down that because a lot of kids walk down that alley. They were cool about moving, and there was a parking spot. I didn't have to park in the stripes, which when I came back out to my car there was like 7 cars in the stripes, so I think it's normal. But I made it with a couple minutes to spare, and they're like, oh my gosh, thank you. And they had called that office lady to have her come in early. She was scrambling to shower and stuff, so they called and said you can take your time and come in normal. When she did come in, she brought me a Starbucks. She said she brought her favorite, which is a pumpkin spice latte with oat milk. And I don't think I have a good poker face because she's like, it's okay if you don't like it, it's okay. No, really, I just got you my favorite because I didn't know. It was just a thank you for coming in. I keep trying. did a better poker face than what I did just now. It's just, it has this chemical aftertaste. It tastes like flavored coffee pods. And then my mouth tastes so sour afterwards. Like really awful taste in my mouth. I think it's not for me. And I feel really bad because it's probably like $4 drink here. I keep having to drink my cold tea. I also don't need the caffeine. I've got a busy day. I've got work to do. I've got groceries. I just got to the shopping center to get groceries, but I need to eat. I just made so many laps around the school. So yeah, the shift was insane. It's fun. It's fun. It keeps you on your toes, but lines out the door. Lots of kindergarten through second who need to get escorted. Unless we get a big enough group of them, then they can walk with the older siblings and stuff. So I made lots of trips around, lots of drop-offs of forgotten items. Every time I get back, there'd be more. It was so many. And then finally, like, normally you leave at like 8:30. It was like 8:45, and I'm like, I can stay a little longer because I'm just going grocery shopping right now, so it's not a big deal because they keep coming. But they're like, no, you can go ahead, because at that point that extra office person had come in. I felt so bad because as I was giving them my ID sticker to sign me out, several people were lining up at the door and they were joking, oh, you want to get this one too? I'm like, no, I will. And they're like, no, we were joking, go. And then cars were pulling up as I was walking out. I'm like, oh man, it is definitely the day after Halloween. I think they said altogether they had 80 tardies and absences combined, which I don't know what the normal is, but they were acting like that was a big number. It's a small school. Anyway, I am over at our closest Giant, which doesn't have the special juice boxes everybody likes, because we have plenty of those. It seems like the 13-year-olds cleaned out the Capri Suns, so I can get those anywhere. So I'm just going to our close one. I do need Giant because they have got the bagels I need to get for the week. I actually only need 2 more bagels. It's a short week. Okay, I need to figure out dinners. But I'm gonna go over to the coffee shop and get breakfast because I'm gonna die from all those laps around the school. But that's my update. They were so nice to let me wear my hat because look at this. I did shove a scrunchie in my bag, so I was just gonna try to do something. I put this on with my hair wet, but they're like, because it's like a no hat school unless it's a hat day. So I was like, should I take my hat off? And they're like, no, it looks so cute on you. You can leave yours on. It's fine. And luckily, it's a jean day for the staff. It's their house shirt day. I kind of looked like I was in the yellow house because I was wearing my big yellow sweater. I dressed reasonably decent. This is the only hole in my pants and it's opaque. But everybody was in jeans, the staff, so besides like the hat and a tiny little bit of a rip, but everybody knows me, like knows of my appearance, and I don't think they were too fast. I should turn this off so I'm not killing my gas. But yeah, that was unexpected. So my head is whirling and I'm starving. Oh, my stomach just growled. You probably heard that. Okay, I keep seeing people going to the coffee shop, so hopefully there's a place to sit. If I knew, I would have brought my crochet and like chilled a little bit, though I do have work to do. But yeah, that's something I would have packed up after hanging out with Jax. I was gonna catch up with him this morning, but I'll have to catch up with them tomorrow morning or after school. Yeah. Okay, I'm just dreading going out in the cold. I feel so bad about this latte, but I think I have to throw it away on the way out. I'm not gonna drink it. My mouth tastes so bad. I need an Americano. Decaf and black. All right, let's go. Hello everyone. Oh my gosh, my car does not want to do anything but turn left. Good thing I'm turning left. Oh, I was at the coffee shop waiting for my muffin for a second time because they gave me a pumpkin cream cheese muffin instead of a pumpkin chocolate chip muffin. And an email came in from the school that somebody, I'm losing a rice avalanche, that somebody's gonna be out for lunch. And yeah, what do I want? I'll just grab this one. It is almost 9:40 and we have sun-dried tomatoes. The lunch shift starts at 10. I need spaghetti. Danny doesn't like thin spaghetti. I just learned this. So we're getting regular spaghetti. Do I have cavatappi already? Oh, we should get farfalle. Yeah, so I'm in the middle of grocery shopping now. I mean, I wrote her back. I was like, if you don't get anybody by 9:40, email me. I think I can do it because the dog rescue is super nice about when I say, hey, I'm filling in for like doing a volunteer shift. Sorry, it's so hard to concentrate. They've got to have sun-dried tomatoes here. This is where the olives are. You would think that this is where they would be. I don't have a lot of time to think about this though. We got two kinds of olives. Maybe that'll have to do. That'll do pig. But I don't know. I think I would have to be late. I kind of need to visit the facilities, see a man about a horse, have a business meeting. I would definitely need to like put my groceries away. Do I need napkins? No. Dog treats. I definitely need to go to the bakery. Don't have time to look at sale Halloween candy, and I really don't need any. We have so much Halloween candy. Did I need any? I'm gonna grab some girl supplies here. I'll order the rest. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if because I haven't gotten an email, that means that she has somebody. Oh, I need to get eggs. I need hands. That means she's good because she hasn't emailed. So maybe I'm off the hook. I'm like panic shopping here. So maybe since it's time, I should just stop and email. Oh, this music. I'm gonna email her and see if I need to cover. Skedaddling as quickly as I can. I told them 10:20 and it is 10:15, so it will be 10:20 by the time I get into the cafeteria, I think. But yeah, this is a day. It's a day. Let's hope I still have that parking spot off I go. It's cold and I'm tired. Bus stop duty, then homework duty, and then picking up Jax from club duty. Hello friends, I just had a bath and it was wonderful. My first bubble bath since the whole UTI drama. Is it too dark if I sit over here? Let's see. The light will still be at my face. It has pretty good low light, it just gets blurry. Looks like I have a fashion filter on and I don't filter myself at all. Oh, it was a day. It was such a day. I'm so tired. Okay, when did I last speak to you? I think heading into lunch. So they were pretty good for having lunchboxes full of Halloween candy. Coming back after a 4-day weekend, they were pretty dang good. No real behavior problems. Very chatty, really wanted to chat with me, which is adorable. Like the second and younger, second grade and younger. So kindergarten is 5-year-olds, first grade is 6-year-olds, and then second grade is 7-year-olds. For those of you not in the US, so cute, especially the ones who are in our neighborhood and came to my house. I saw you trick-or-treating. I went to your trunk-or-treat. Like I had one little boy who, oh my gosh, he's like, I just want to be with you. And so I had him help me out pushing the trash can around for a little bit until he got tired of the work and sat back down. But I didn't want to start any drama, so I was like, yeah, you can come around and help me. One kid said he swallowed his tooth, but it wasn't bleeding. So I'm like, okay, well, your teacher's going to be here in a couple of minutes, so just let her know. And then a 4th grader was gushing blood from her mouth. Ironically, she was eating a gusher, which is a candy. The gusher got stuck on her molar and she pulled it out and pulled her loose molar out. And I don't think it was quite ready, so there was a lot of blood, but she was a champ. All the kids around her were a champ. I gave her a paper towel and sent her to the nurse and cleaned up blood. I'm not an employee and I've not gotten bloodborne pathogen training, but I wiped it up, I sanitized it, I threw away my gloves and got new gloves. So hopefully that was all good. Yeah?
Here's a cup without holes.
A cup
Without holes.
without holes. Are you gonna play in my shower? Not for playing.
What?
What are you gonna do?
Wait.
You're not supposed to be playing.
Well, just gotta wait. That cup is just
Alright, I don't know why there's always soap on the floor when you're in there, because there's never soap on the floor when I shower. He always like ends up with bubbles all over the floor. He's like, why is there bubbles? I'm like, I don't know, you tell me. I know we spray a shower spray, but I'm lazy and I don't rinse it off and it never bubbles. Here. Don't mess around in there. Yeah, that was my drama. Ultimately, everybody was sweet. I was just real tired by the end of the 3 hours of walking around. I love the staff and I love the kids. It was just a long day. I only sat when I was in my car between like the school and the shopping center, and I sat for like 10 minutes waiting for my muffin, but I just ate a few bites and then ran to go shopping as fast as I could. And then Sebastian said he saw me when I was eating my muffin in the cafeteria. That was at 1 p.m. when everybody had left. When we cleaned the last table, I went to my bag and I was like, oh, I'm so hungry. He must have been passing by with his class right then. I think on his way to gym, PE they call it, physical education. So yeah, I made it through that and then headed home again. I got a little bit of time to sit. I did not work. It's just like, I can't. I need to eat my lunch. I just had a snack. I finished my muffin, and I had some crackers that I bought from the store. And then it was time to go to the bus stop, and I got Sebastian on the bus. And then it turned out he left his favorite hoodie in PE and really wanted to go back and get it because he didn't know what happened to things he left in PE. I was thinking it was in his classroom, and then it'd be fine. It would just be there the next day. So back we went, third time. And I'm sure they're like, why are you here ringing the doorbell again? Last year they had it unlocked when there was clubs, but this year, yeah, it's locked down and you have to wait outside the building. But yeah, went in, and one of the gym teachers just happened to be in the office, so we were like, hey, do you leave hoodies there, or do you put them in the lost and found? Because the lost and found was right out in the lobby, so that was initially what I said. I was like, hey, can we come in and see the lost and found? So they said it was still in the gym because he doesn't touch them. Probably the custodians take them at the end of the evening and put them in lost and found. And they let us just go ahead. They obviously know me. So it was right there. It's this bright neon green one that's his house color. So he had to get it back. He would have been very upset. So we got it, headed back home. He didn't have an official homework sheet. There was a sub today because his teacher had surgery on Friday. I think she planned it for the long weekend. But he did have work that was unfinished, and he said he was supposed to finish one of them. So there was no way I was going to be able to get him to write a little mini essay. But it had a picture spot, so I had him do the picture. Still drama over that. And we planned out what he was going to write. I wrote it on a Post-it, and I wrote a note for his teacher saying we'll finish it tomorrow. So he got a little bit of playtime, but I told him I had to come get him when it was time to pick up Jax from his club, because Danny's joining his friends every Wednesday for a walking club. I think he's doing a 5K a day challenge in November, so I don't know what he's doing the other days. But yeah, he's still out, so he probably went out with them afterwards. So I got Sebastian, and there's drama. He'd apparently been given a bright freaking blue toxic lollipop, and he came back with blue all around his face, his tongue dark blue, his teeth were blue. It was like scrubbing his teeth. But we got going, made it to the middle school. His teachers were gushing about what a good job he's doing teaching his club. Picked him up, and then I took them straight to a little burger shop that's always nice and empty because everybody does takeaway. So getting there at like 5 is lovely and empty. And I bought them whatever they wanted for dinner. And then we headed home. Sebastian so kindly let me have that bath. I did not pay Jack to watch him or anything. He was just an angel for me and watched a show. I was like, thank you. Oh, I needed it. And while I was in the bath, what I thought was going to happen happened, and the messages popped up again from the office volunteers. It's just something going around. Because this morning when the person called out sick for today, tomorrow's person said, yeah, I'm kind of getting sick too, so I can't cover. And so we all knew that probably that was coming. That leaves 3 people, including me. One of them is subbing tomorrow as a teacher. Another one has a dentist appointment right at the shift, and that leaves me. So I was like, I think that leaves me. So I'll shuffle my freelance a little bit. And then they were like, oh no, if I'm feeling better, I can just wear a mask. I'm like, and then I felt bad for like kind of hesitating in my conviction of helping. I just worry about the balance. I don't want to sound over ego because I'm always like, yeah, I'll do it. And I feel like it's a little creepy. I don't know. But I have no social skills. So I'm always don't know how to react. So now I'm like, oh, maybe I was a little too hesitant, saying I think I can do it. She just said, I will do it for you. You rest. So I was like, oh, no. If you're sick, you rest. It's not a big deal. I'll assume. Sorry, my nose is so dry. I will assume that I'm doing it unless I hear anything else. And so I think that finally put it to rest. So it's 47% humidity. Once it drops below 50% humidity, it starts to get to me. And it will get below 20% humidity in here over the winter, and then I get nosebleeds. It's so fun. So yeah, Jax might be walking in this really cold weather 2 days in a row. So I messaged him. He hasn't answered, but I was like, maybe Friday we can go out early and have a Dunkin' Donuts breakfast like we were talking about, because I think you're gonna be walking. So yeah, there was that. So I might be at the office again tomorrow. The lunch ladies were, oh, I was called the lunch lady so much at Halloween. It was so cute. At least it wasn't garbage lady. The lunch ladies were saying they think the person is going to be out the rest of the week. They're like, we're taking bets. I'm like, I don't want it to be me tomorrow because I need a break from it. Be careful, buddy. Just a few more minutes, okay? What time is it? 7:30. It's pretty early. And then they're like, well, I don't know if you want to do Friday because it's a house lunch day. Again, they have those groups that they're all mixed up into. So there's some of every grade in each house. And instead of eating by grade level, they're going to eat by house, which sounds like chaos. I don't think I've worked one. They thought I had. They were like, I think you've worked one, right? And I was like, oh yeah, maybe. I don't think I have, but I can just imagine. I've heard of them. It just sounds chaotic, so we'll see what happens. But we do have good lunch volunteers this year. It's just they asked for a volunteer today, less than an hour before it started, so I think that was the problem. And it was also the day after Halloween, and everybody was off. Everybody's off their schedules. So yeah, it was a mess. I think I'm lucky that I woke up early on Halloween on my normal schedule to get back into it, so it didn't feel like early to me today because it was just my second day in a row of doing it. Alright, I think I've talked enough. My phone's gonna get mad and I'm gonna have to spend time exporting videos this week. So that's my update. I'm still alone with the kids, so I'm gonna get him to bed hopefully a little early. He's not good at reading time, so I've got that going for me. And I'll get in the bed soon. Maybe I'll get to hang out with Jax a little bit. You never know. It just depends on if he's chatting with friends. But I will see you tomorrow if I survive. Good night. Stay safe. Be kind, and don't forget, wash your hands.